Hi folks. Well, I've built myself another all-season solar cooker, and I also made a sun sight for it, and I didn't have a little wooden dowel, so I used a short piece of brass tube. And I made some other changes to this design. Now, one of the changes that I made is I used reflective mylar for the big reflectors on this unit instead of the aluminum tape, and I'm not sure if that's a better idea or a worse idea. And then I trimmed the edge with mylar tape. It's duct tape, and it's made from mylar, and I really wish they'd make that stuff without writing on it, but they don't, at least not so far as I can tell. Those are the big changes. Now inside, I'm still using the aluminum tape. I only just set this thing up a minute ago, so I'm not, and I put this thermometer inside of it, and of course there's no glass on this thing, so it's still pretty hot inside that box. That thermometer reads about 150 degrees, so it's still pretty warm inside there, even though it's got no glass on it. I'm kind of doubtful it'll get up to 200. Now this is just a close-up of the sun sight. If there's a shadow, then it's not aimed directly at the sun. So right now we can see that it's aimed directly at the sun. Now here I've just got a black pan with a glass top inside the solar cooker, and you can see the temperature. Maybe you can't, so I'll just zoom in on it. You can see the temperature is higher than 150 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and I'm just going to wait probably about a half an hour and see how high it'll go. It hasn't been a half an hour yet. It's only been maybe 10 minutes or so, but you can see that the temperature has gone up to 250 degrees Fahrenheit in a pretty short amount of time, and I am going to let it go a little longer, but there is one other thing I wanted to tell you. And I got this piece of coroplast that I made this all-season solar cooker from. I got it for free, and the way I did that is every couple of years there's a group of megalomaniacs, con men, liars, and manipulators that run for office, and they put up signs announcing that they are ready to manipulate your life, and they leave these signs around, and then of course they don't take them down, especially if they lose. They don't take them down, but you can just go take those signs after an election and nobody is gonna care. Now the one I got was a 4x8 sheet of coroplast, and that's big enough to make 2 of these all-season solar cookers. I bought the first sheet, and it was kind of expensive. It actually cost me $30. I guess in some places you can buy a single sheet of coroplast at Home Depot or Lowe's or someplace like that, and it'll only cost maybe $20, but where I live you can't get coroplast in a single sheet. I could buy 5 sheets for $110, but I can't buy a single sheet. So I did buy one single sheet and it cost me almost $30, but I also got this one other sheet for, it was free, and I just took the sign down announcing this guy's candidacy for office and person that I would never vote for. It's been about probably not quite a half an hour now, and the temperature is up to about 270 degrees Fahrenheit. That's just air. There's no food in there, obviously, but I think that's enough of a demonstration to show that it's hot enough to cook. Now, before I go on to the next step, you can see that shadow that's on this sun site, and I'm gonna move this so that shadow disappears. I almost forgot to mention that I am having a giveaway contest, and somebody will win one of these all-season solar cookers. Not this particular one, but one that I personally made. And if you're new to solar cooking and you'd like to give it a try, that'd be a great way to do some experimenting. And if you know about solar cooking and have been doing it for a while and you wanted to try one of these all-season solar cookers, then you can do that too. So I just thought I'd mention it, and I'll have a link in the description. Thanks.